Well, folks, there you see it. You got it. This is a call out to all the freedom seekers out there. I don't care if you're 25 to 65, everything else in between, maybe before, maybe after, doesn't really matter. There's a whole host of people out there that recognize really deep down that life is an epic adventure. And it's really up to us to seize the moment and to do that. This is 60 degrees north latitude. This is a hunting camp, an old hunting camp of mine, fresh out of university. Yeah, first job, first deal, first ta-da, here we go. Cranked out 2 degrees in 5 years. The point being is this isn't about me. These are just examples and ways in which I can say that I can help guide those, regardless of age, regardless of background, regardless big town, little town, wherever you are in life, married, single, kids, they're out of the house, retired, in the middle of careers. I don't care. I do know that you have a yearning, an absolute yearning to live life on your terms. And you're probably feeling right now, if you're at all a little bit like me, that there's a whole lot of, I'll just call it fuckery about, okay? You know, corporate media, really screwed up, isn't it? Not giving you the real deal, the real stuff. They've just got agendas, right? Social media doing the same sort of thing. Hey, this is on social media. You know, who knows? Who is Richard Cameron? Who the heck knows, right? The bottom line is this, I believe, is December of 1977, fresh out of college, fresh going. And in my next journey, part of my journey coming out of college was, okay, let's go live inside of a totally different culture and live off the land and take the skills that I had grown, had developed in college, whatever that's worth, and bring them to the far north. And that's what I did. I did that for a couple of years. In fact, I flew in the day that Elvis Presley died with a pilot who was crying. Anyways, this particular place, in fact, you can see over here, hey, I'm like the weather guy. You know, this right here. Okay, there it is, right there. It was my little 2-cylinder Elan. It carried for me a lot of caribou through the years. And you can tell by the long shadows, I think you can see the long shadows, that this was the height of the day. The sun was just going across the southern horizon and then dropping down. But we had time to hunt. And if we didn't hunt, we starved. So guess what? We hunted. But look, the epic adventure of life is one that only you can determine if you're going to direct, if you're going to direct that dash. Now, a dash looks like this, right? The day you were born, the day that you died, the dash in between, that represents your life. And if you take a microscopic look at it, if you could, on the tombstones of people, you would see it look more like a roller coaster ride, not such a straight line, right? Ups and downs and all those things. But we know for sure, I mean, for absolute sure, that folks that have lived their life out loud, that have created great legacies, to be able to pass things on, to do all those sorts of things, had an understanding that it was up to them, that if it was to be, it's up to me sort of piece. So through these pieces that I do and continue to do, I'll be talking about the 3 things: what, time, money, health. Those are the 3 things that help us and provide us the foundation to be able to live life in an epic adventure. That sort of piece. So yeah, this was my first journey. And it was quite amazing. But there was lots more after it, and there still continues to be. But this is an open call and an open invitation to people that say, hey, I mean, really, hey, okay, I too have a bit of a yearning to live on my own terms. Not the abandonment of all the things that you're doing today. I mean, the ability to accelerate the things that you truly have a passion to do, that you want to do. And then I can team with you in order to do them. That is the deal. Yeah. So years and years and decades experience of working with people, from masterminding with millionaires to living amongst the indigenous folks of the far north, to, I don't know, part of my adventure has been living amongst the rich and famous in Montecito, California for years, training at high altitude camps and creating one of the first high altitude camps that I know of, that was an open invitation to to athletes in Flagstaff, Arizona, to getting burned out in a Malibu fire, to living in South Florida, to traveling the world, to bargaining for rugs in Turkey, to doing a whole host of things. Okay, and if you ever get to know me, and we sit down, we break bread or share a beer or whatever we do, we certainly could swap stories and in some cases tell some lies, right? Isn't that the way it goes? But yeah, the epic adventure of life. That's what we have. Pretty short. It's like here and it's gone. And it's next. Who's next? Who's up? What's coming? So that's all that this is. This is just a reminder. And I look at it, I've got pictures up on my wall. This is just a picture I took of a picture, but from those days. And it's just a quick reminder that sort of that start. How a little kid out of Elora, Ontario could end up in the middle of Nebraska, crank out a couple of degrees, go to the north, and in the meantime have sport during that period of time also provide me with a tremendous respect for discipline and the whole deal of being able to decide and focus and achieve. Anyways, that's it from Camp Cameron today. Hope your weekend will be spectacular or spooktacular. That's up to you. All right, everybody, take care. Be well. Bye-bye.